little over 24 hours ago, I posted Poet and the Pendulum. And I'd like to do a little bit of a discussion. It's Sunday, it's about a little after 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and I've got some things on order today that I'm going to attempt to do, but I wanted to back up just a little bit. So about 5 weeks ago, maybe 6, from the reaction venture that I'm doing, I went from a phone, looking at a phone, to, hey, look at me, look at my laptop screen, to do reactions, to trying to figure out editing. What you don't know is I spent hours trying to figure out how to do a little picture inside of a picture. Okay. I didn't know how to do reaction videos. I spent hours looking at tutorials, and I didn't know how to get anything into my, it was quite the adventure. Yeah, look, you're going to see an evolution here. My channel is not monetized. I don't believe in taking money for something that I choose to do. But moving forward, I'm thinking I could use the monetization to help buffer the content ID claims, to give it something to bounce off of, which I did get 2 content ID claims for Poet and the Pendulum. That's even with the pausing. So it's something to consider. Moving forward, now that I know the channel is taking off and we're just going to go up from here, I really need, and now I know why people probably do it, is you need funds to help get a different camera. Maybe get a laptop that's going to cope better with the applications and not drag and freeze. And so yeah, and maybe a better headphones and microphone. Those are the things I'm talking about. Poet and the Pendulum, I knew in my heart of hearts, because this was Thomas's most personal, emotional song that people were telling me, I knew I had to get it right. As a person who dabbles in poetry myself, I know what it's like to be in the head of a poet. And if you don't believe me, go watch I Want My Tears Back. That one will tell you it took an unexpected and surprising outburst, if you will, knowing that that's how this stuff affects people, and it needed to be done. So Poet and the Pendulum, I spent a lot of early mornings, nights. It's the first video I have ever edited to that length. I've had a few things here and there, but wow. So that was brand new for me. Like I said, I had to give it everything I had to muster up to make it, the presentation, worthy. And I've learned more since then. I had one person who was honest enough and came forward, I don't remember the name, that didn't care for the stopping. And it could be that person just simply thought, there's a start, there's a reaction, there's an end, and you go. I was told to stop it at certain times. I was told the duration of pausing. And then for me to cope with the emotional piece, I needed to add some poetry. That was my way of coping with the emotional side. So that caused a few more pauses. We have diversity in our perceptions and our preferences. Now I know, okay, we can go ahead and say, hey, this is a reaction and commentary. All right, here's a time marker up to the reaction. You can start here. And we can also put the URL in, point it out, and say, now if you want to hear the whole song on its own, click that. Because now I can get better. And this is the thing with this channel. I'm getting better and I'm evolving. So I just wanted to go back through Poet and the Pendulum. there's still so much more that I think about. I think about the guiding light, the that placed people. There's so much in the lyrics that I could still unravel. But anyway, we're going on 6 minutes here. I just wanted to kind of sum up that song. I think you all know why I did it that way. Thank you for your confidence, for your love that you poured out on this, and I just am so glad that it is set now in video format for us to go back to and people to find. And um, I really appreciate so much everything that you're giving me, um, that Nightwish is giving me, that the essence is giving me, and the friendships that we are forging. A couple things planned today. Um, Helio Oliveira from Brazil. You said Andre Matos passed away at the age of 47. I looked it up, by apparent heart attack. You asked so kindly, you touched my heart, and I want to do Fairy Tale for you in his honor. And I've never heard it, so this is going to be a nice treat. Also, I've not heard Song of Myself. I have numerous people that have put it on the list. So, Gabriel Bardak, you basically upped the ante, I called it. You found, or you pointed out that you have a hybrid for when Anne was in the hospital for the GoFundMe page, that it's part of live performance and part of the song with the poem. Knowing that I like the poetry, I decided to go ahead and look into that one today as well. So let's just, it's a tall order. Let's hope we get through it, and time's running short. So, all right, guys, there you go. That's a little recap of Poet and the Pendulum, a little bit of what we're going to do today on Sunday. So, thank you. I love you all, and I'll see you back here in just a little while.